Do you want to know what the nice thing is about writing a commencement speech? I don't get graded for it. With that sigh of relief, I liberate myself from the burdens of banging my head against the podium if I use the word only incorrectly, of trying to use pretentious language for the sake of sounding smart, and of attempting to inspire with uninspiring words. With that disclaimer out of the way, I would like to start off by stating the fact that the first day of high school was 4 years ago. Isn't that incredible? 4 years ago, the price of a gallon of gas was $2.73, and the price of a pound of bacon was $3.19. Now, I know that gas and bacon really have nothing to do with graduation, but I hope that the fact that gas used to be in the $2 range and the word bacon caught your attention. I don't know how much a pound of bacon costs today, but I know it's a heck of a lot more than $3.19. The point is, a lot can change in 4 years. 4 years ago, when we became Plattsburgh Hornets, we were greeted by student association members throwing candy into our backpacks. We were welcomed by our freshman teachers, telling us how much more they liked us than the rowdy seniors. And we were told by the administration to not have our cell phones, to not be subordinate to teachers, to not be late for class, to not dress inappropriately, to not do this or that or that. But amidst all of the commandments of high school, the most memorable piece of advice that Mr. Hurlock and Ms. Philibard emphasized to us that day was that bequeathed upon us was a clean slate, a chance to reinvent ourselves over the next 4 years. And it was up to us to make choices that would define us as individuals and determine our futures for years to come. This advice was both intriguing and terribly nerve-wracking. I mean, seriously, way to lay down the pressure on our little freshman selves. Speaking of pressure, this fall, many of us will be attending either a college or a technical school. Some of us may join the armed forces to protect our country, and others may go straight into the workforce. No matter which path each of us chooses after graduation, I believe it's safe to say that there will be at least a little bit of fear within all of us. Fear of creating new experiences, fear of encountering new obstacles, and fear of meeting new people. To put it simply, fear of the unknown. H.P. Lovecraft is quoted to have once said, "The oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear, and the oldest and strongest kind of fear is fear of the unknown." But fear is an okay thing. A saying that Mr. Musso loved to preach to his science Olympiad team was, "Fear of disappointment is one of the greatest motivators to succeed." Fear of disappointment is one of the greatest motivators to succeed. I said that twice. One, so you could write that down if you wanted to, and two, because I wholeheartedly believe it to be true. Whether you're on a sports team, an academic team, or even just working on an economics project, you most likely have a fear of disappointing your teammates. But this should only make you stronger. Use that fear to study harder, work harder, and play harder. Fear is an okay thing. However, there is a difference between a person who chooses to act upon their fear and chooses to allow it to make them stronger, and a person who chooses to pity him or herself all the time and does nothing about it. Don't be that one person pity party. Have the courage to stand up for yourself and act upon your ambitions. Dale Carnegie put it best when he said, "Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. If you want to conquer fear, do not sit home and think about it. Go out and get busy." Therefore, my dear classmates, I encourage you to have the courage to conquer your fear of the unknown. I encourage you to live a life free of regret, because time turners haven't been invented yet, and it has been said that the heaviest burden to bear in this world is that of regret. And finally, my dearest classmates, I encourage you to remember that no one is truly self-made. Remember to thank the people who got you here today. Wherever your dreams may lead you after today, I wish you all the very best. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2013.